part of me missing. And I've been looking around, but it's not in my vision. All that I got is earned, not given, but I feel locked down like my brain in prison. Spend a couple thousand to ease my mind, then I get it back, but I know I'm not fine. Everything built up all over time, but I gotta let it out, I can't hold it inside. Keep a smile on my face when they looking at me, but I know that's my only disguise. I'll be trying to get away from my problems. Yeah, you can run, but you can't hide. I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them, I won't back down, I'ma beat them. Yeah, I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them, I won't back down, I'ma beat them. I'm starting to feel like I've been under pressure. I'm keeping my foot on their neck, I won't let up. I know when I fall down, I gotta just get up. I brush it all off, I'm better than ever. Been through a lot, but I'm never gonna settle. Know that I've been heating up like a kettle. Thinking back when I was studying dental, now I got plaques coming on the way, that's special. Yeah, they all come from my spot, but I never stop moving. Gotta do more when I feel like I'm losing. Putting in work, that's the only solution. You the only one who you really be fooling. Damn, trying to find peace inside my head. I've been talking to God, but I'm left on red. I ain't got time to be feeling upset, so I keep doing my best. I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them, I won't back down, I'ma beat them. Yeah, I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them, I won't back down, I'ma beat them.
No excuses, no shortcuts, no gimmicks, no tomorrows. Noble. Footwear and apparel for people who work hard and don't believe in excuses. This is Brooke Wells, 7-time CrossFit Games athlete. Shop all your training essentials at nobleproject.com.
We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know men lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know men lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. Hey, run it up, made a lot, but that's not enough. Got the labels all calling us, talking to me, but I hang it up, cause I got my fans and I'm proud of us. Never do it for the cameras, song a week and I stamina. Keep it going, I'm an animal, I unleash when they let me loose. I've been ready since like '02, getting my bread, now how about you? 100%, that's all I do, so now please don't talk about me. Sold out shows, that's all I see. Yeah, they said no I in team, so I gotta be MVP. Come on. We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know men lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know men lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. Hey, never getting too cozy, cause they all coming for me. Used to sleep on the rollaway, now the whole team got the rollies. Roll deep in the Suburban, backseat and she working. This the life that I dreamed about when I could've paid a room service. Now it's electric curtains, but I still just scratch the surface. I'ma get right back to working, till I get my mom's the Birkin, till I get my pops the new bands, till I get my bro a few M's, till I got the whole fam, they ain't never gotta go to work again. We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know men lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know men lie, woman lie, but the money multiply.
Motherfucker.
Carson Wentz is gonna be a beast though.
3 and OT. Let's go. That sounded a little close for my liking. Knocked him the fuck out! No way! With the right!
Hey, plus 320, dog!
With the left fucking right hand! Gonzo's Sports Room starts in 3, 2, 1. What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to GSR Gonzo's Sports Room. Wednesday, August 18th, 2021. I got a pretty good show planned for today. Got a big announcement we're going to make. We'll talk about Tim Tebow getting cut by the Jaguars yesterday. Some NFL rule changes. I'll give out my picks that I gave out on our earlier show, Easy Money. And we're also going to talk about how the Reds offense went cold yesterday, and then now they're already down 3-0 here in the top of the second against the Cubs here today. No, I want to thank everybody for joining us. Don't forget we're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. We're giving out winners. Come join us. Also, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're live with GSR, this show, our sports talk show, 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Come join us for that. You can find both Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Please check out our YouTube page. Hit that subscribe button, please. Also hit the bell so you get notifications of when we're going live. Also, we have merch available now. Check out our merch store at streamlabs.com/Gonzales Sports/merch. We have some t-shirts, some hoodies, some hats. There'll be some new stuff dropping soon. Go check that out. There's also a donation page at that same link if you'd like to donate to the show to help the show grow. You can click on the link in the video description. It's also up at the top of your screen. It's also going across the bottom in the ticker. All right. Before we get into the sports today, let me get this going. We have a big announcement today. All right. Any of you guys that are pro wrestling fans, this Saturday night, DCCW will be having Summer Shakedown here in Muncie, Indiana. It's at the Mad Jacks building on the corner of Madison and Jackson. Come join us. It's going to be a fun night of pro wrestling. Also, if you're around here, if you're from Muncie or in Indiana, or you can get here, come to the show and watch it. But also, I'll be there live, streaming live from the DCCW Summer Shakedown this Saturday night. Doors open at 6, bell time's at 7. If you can come out, tickets are going fast. Make sure you go get your tickets. I want to thank Coon Dog, Terry Coons, Ladies Man Mike King, all the DCCW people for welcoming me in, let me be a part of this Saturday night. It's going to be a fun time. I think it's going to be a good relationship between us and myself. So yeah, you people that don't live in Indiana and can't get here, jump on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch at Gonzo's Sports Room. We'll have live coverage of it all day long on Saturday. So we're looking forward to that a whole lot. But thanks again to DCCW Indiana. Go check out their Facebook page. Check out Coon Dog Terry Coon's Facebook page. You can get more information on Summer Shakedown. But hope to see you guys there Saturday night. Doors open at 6. Bell time's at 7. Come join us. All right. Now let's get first thing I wanted to talk about today was story broke yesterday, and I talked just a tad bit. I really didn't talk about it. I just kind of mentioned it. on our Easy Money show yesterday, but thought we'd talk more about it today because since we didn't have the GSR show yesterday. The Jacksonville Jaguars released Tim Tebow yesterday. It was kind of a surprising move, but then it wasn't. After you saw him not playing special teams in the preseason game, that led me to believe that he wasn't making the team. Because if you're going to be like the third tight end, you have to play. You got to play special teams as well. So that kind of gave me a hint that he wasn't going to be there. But I just thought, with his relationship with Urban Meyer, from going back all the way to college and everything, I thought there was a chance that he wouldn't make the team. But then after I saw that preseason game, and the way the internet and the media blew up about a couple of his blocking attempts, Jaguars they didn't have no choice but to cut him. The locker room players loved him. The locker room loved him. Coaches loved him. Organization loved him. But they couldn't justify keeping him because they need a guy at that spot that can play multiple positions. And what's that tell your team? With the culture he's trying to build there, Urban Meyer's trying to build, if you keep a player that the rest of the team knows isn't good enough, that shouldn't be there, that there was somebody better that you could have in there that could have had that spot, that's going to start causing problems in your locker room, and your team's going to start dividing, and that's when you lose the team and your culture goes to shit. But I think, and I could be wrong, but I think these few weeks that Tebow has been down there in training camp, been in that locker room, I think it's going to end up being big in Urban Meyer building his culture. Because all them guys saw the way Tebow was and everything, how he worked, what Urban Meyer expected, because they know Tebow was an Urban Meyer guy. Well, they see all this stuff. I think that's going to rub off on them. I think it'll have an effect of getting the team to buy in to Urban Meyer's system and his process, to trust him. I think personally, I don't think Tebow's going to come back as a player. I figure he's probably going to end up back on ESPN. But what I kind of think is probably might happen is he end up being on the Jaguars coaching staff. I can see Urban Meyer bringing in Tebow as a coach and having used him as a tight ends coach or a quality control coach or he'll give him some kind of position to keep him around the team and help keep building that culture. So I think that's what's my personal opinion. I think that's what's going to happen. I think Tebow will be coming back, but I think maybe as a coach. But I could see him going back to TV because there's just so much money on TV, and your schedule isn't as brutal as it's going to be as being a coach in the NFL, especially being a lower level coach like that. You're always going to be doing something for one of the other coaches. You're always at work. You're not going to see your family. It's a lot of. It takes a lot of time, and not everybody's built for that lifestyle. Depending on if you have a wife, if you have kids, everybody's situation is different. But that's what I think. I think Tebow is probably. I think he's probably going to end up back on like the SEC network or whatever for ESPN, doing the college football stuff on games and stuff. I think that's why he's going to go back to. He can make a lot of money doing that. Networks are going to pay him because he's still a big draw. I mean, people are going to watch to see what's going on with Tebow. I've heard rumors that there might be a team or two that might bring him in, but even if they bring him in, I don't think he's going to make the team. If you're going to make the team, you got to play at that position. You got to play some special teams, and I don't think at his age and where he's at in his career that he wants to be playing special teams. But we'll see what happens. That's just, that's just my opinion. We'll see as it goes on, but I would look for him to be back on TV, but I wouldn't be surprised if Urban Meyer was to bring him back as a coach or in some capacity on his staff. Another big topic right now going around in the sports world is NFL cracking down on taunting. Now they're basically giving taunting penalties out for if you get a first down and you just fucking go like that. If the referee thinks there's intent that you're doing it intent to intentionally right at another player or right at anything, any emotion that they deem that was showing somebody up or anything like that, you get a 15-yard penalty. Now, this rule's not going to go over good at all. This is going to be like it was when they changed the celebration rule in the end zone, and then finally they changed it. Now they let them do celebrations and stuff. Let a guy show emotion. The guy catches a fucking 40-yard pass for a first down on 3rd and 20. If he wants to get up and he tosses the ball to the side, gives a big first down thing. As long as he's not pushing one of the other players or touching another player, what's it hurting? If that team don't want him to do it, don't let him make that big play on you. Now I understand if they're touching the other player or right up in the defense's place, like helmet to helmet or something like that. But if the guy's just in the vicinity and he does something, that's bullshit. And I don't like you guys. It goes back to you get in these rules like this have too much gray area. Give the referees too much. There's too much judgment involved in it. If a referee don't like a player, I mean, you know what I mean? A dude can get up and do that, and referee give him a penalty just because he don't like him. I mean, you can't tell me that's never happened before. I mean, look how the league treated Harrison from Pittsburgh when they started these the head up rules and stuff. Hell, every time he tackled somebody and got a hard hit on him, they would give him a penalty, even if it wasn't a penalty. He got fined all kinds of money. He was made like the poster boy of it. They're going to do the same thing for this. They're going to pick out one player that's going to keep getting these penalties all the time. It might be like an Odell, or trying to think of another player that shows a lot of emotion like that. Which I'm not saying that as Odell is like a bad thing. I'm just saying he might be a player because of his emotion that and the reputation that everybody tries to give him, that these referees might give him a flag really when he probably shouldn't deserve one for a taunting penalty. I can just see that happening when you get some of these more flamboyant players that these referees might not particularly like, and then you give these referees so much gray area of what the rule covers. There's no like set out thing that has to happen for it to be called. It's too much. It relies too much on the judgment of the referees. Now I think it's going to cause a lot of problems this year because a guy gets up, gets a big first down in the fourth quarter, 2-minute drill. You're driving down to try to win the game, gets a big first down, makes flexes or makes a first down signal or something. Referee calls them for a 15-yard penalty, and they lose the game over something that don't even affect the outcome of the game. Him doing that has no effect on whether his team wins or lose. So why should it be? For one, why should it be a 15-yard penalty? It shouldn't be a penalty at all. But if you're going to make it a penalty, why are you making it one of the harshest penalties there is? A 15-yard penalty in NFL football is a drive killer. Hell, a 5-yard penalty can be a drive killer most of the time in the NFL, let alone you have a 15-yard penalty. But yeah, I think it's going. You're going to see a lot of pissed off players, coaches. I look for this rule to get changed. I don't know why they decided this was something they needed to crack down on this year. There was a bunch of fights and shit last year. I don't understand it. I guess they're wanting to be like Major League Baseball, not let your players show no emotion, don't market your players no more. I mean, I don't understand what the NFL is doing here. To me, this is hurting their product instead of enhancing their product. They keep talking about how they're always trying to add to the product, make it better. Well, to me, this is taken away from the product. Part of the product is the emotion because the fans connect with the players. If like me, I'm a big Colts fan. Fucking Wentz goes back and hits like a 60-yard touchdown pass to Wentz, and or not. Wentz goes back, hits a 60-yard touchdown pass to Hilton. And Hilton celebrates. I'm going to be going crazy here at home. And then all of a sudden, a flag comes out and they lose the game. Oh, there's going to be a lot of pissed off owners, pissed off coaches, pissed off players. It's just putting too much control with the referee. There's too much judgment in it. But all right, we're going to take a short break, then we'll be back and talk a little bit more NFL. We'll jump into a couple other things. I want to appreciate everybody joining us today. Don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with Easy Money, a sports betting show. It's right here on this channel, Gonzo'S Sports Room. Also, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're live at 1 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo'S Sports Room, our sports talk show. Come join us for that. We cover the top stories in the sports world. Just talk a little shit and have a good time. Also, don't forget you can get GSR, Gonzo'S Sports Room, and Easy Money, a sports betting show. You can find them on Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, if you just like to hear the audio version of it. Also, check out our YouTube page. Have a lot of content on there. Please hit that subscribe button. Check out our merch store. We have some t-shirts, some hats, some hoodies, all available. Check those out. Get them in multiple colors. We'll have some new merch dropping here real soon. You can find that at streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. Also, this Saturday night, August 21st, if you live in Muncie, Indiana, or around here and you can get to Muncie, Indiana, come hang with us at DCCW Summer Shakedown, Delaware County Championship Wrestling Summer Shakedown. I'll have some more information about that tomorrow as well. Hopefully, Coon Dog Terry Coombs is going to be on the show hopefully tomorrow or Friday before the show Saturday. It's going to be a good time. If you can't get to Indiana if you can't get to Indiana, make sure you get your tickets fast. They're going quick. But if you can't get to Indiana, jump on Gonzo'S Sports Room on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. You'll be able to watch the show live on there as well. Hopefully some interviews. I'll know more once I go get everything settled a little more. But come join us Saturday night. DCCW. They're a good organization ran by some good people. Go check out their Facebook page, DCCW Indiana on Facebook. Go check it out. Give them some support. Also, I'll be back here in just a few minutes. Enjoy these clips from our YouTube page. That guillotine.
Yeah.
And once your arms get dead, dude, them punches look like they're in slow motion.
Yeah, it reminded me of that famous Chris Gonzalez fight at the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
I got in there and fought a dude as big as Brandon. I weighed 123, supposed to be fighting 138. I've been drinking since like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I can't believe you did that, dude. I'd have did anything to see that. I'd have did anything to see it.
Well, they went and got me shorts and shit. I quit drinking, started drinking Coke. And we went upstairs, and I changed.
Started drinking Coke.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I didn't drink water.
Just put a cigarette out.
We're upstairs in this room, and I'm getting warmed up. They said, okay, some music comes on, and it was him coming out, but I couldn't see him because there was a big fucking backboard from like a basketball goal when you walked out of that room. So they play my music, and I'm walking down the stairs, and I look up in the cage, dude.
Get Chris feel the floor shaking.
This motherfucker Brandon size, so he's about 155, 160 pounds. Talking about he was 138. But I'm thinking, I'm walking to the cage. You know what I mean? Music's on, everybody's looking at me. I was like, well, I got to fight the motherfucker now or I'm going to look like a little bitch. So I get in there, dude, I had boxers on. They bring me a cup. I didn't have a jock strap or nothing. So me and my Uncle Steve, which is these two's dad, we went in the bathroom and we switched underwear. I took his underwear. He had some fucking whitey tighties.
Dad known for wearing the whitey tighties.
Hey, I put them motherfuckers on, put on the MMA shorts, shoved that cup in there. We're fighting, middle of the fight, the fucking cup falls out. Oh. I said, oh, that's mine. I put it back in. We started fighting again. Dude, I had no business being there. First round, I tried to take him down. We kept bouncing off the cage, and he got me down and had my back, and I was fucking like balled up, almost in the fucking fetal position. He elbowed me 3 times on my fucking ear. Hurt like a motherfucker. But I felt him go up again. I'm like, you're not doing that shit again. So I turned into him, got a single leg, and I got my hips under me. I picked him up, slammed him, got him in the rear neck and choke, and the fucking bell went off for the end of the first round. I was dead, dude. I rolled over, and I was laying there. And
Chris said, hand me a cigarette.
I need a cigarette right now.
dude, like right,
It's over. Throw in the towel.
yeah, like right here beside, on the other side of the cage was my Uncle Steve and this guy I worked with when I was working at the prison. And they threw me a bottle of water. I'm still laying there. I didn't even get up. I was like, leaned over a little bit, got a drink of water, threw it back to him. Refs, are you ready? I said, yeah. I stood up and they rang the bell. Well, my Uncle Steve was telling me in the corner the whole time. He said he knows you're going to shoot because that guy's coach was Steve Fritz. You two might not know him. I think Brandon might. He might be old enough to know him, but he was a wrestler for Southside. Well, he was running this like one of them MMA school things.
Yeah.
And he was this guy's coach, and he was telling that guy, he's a wrestler, stay away from him. So getting ready to start that second round, Steve goes, hey, he knows you're going to shoot. Fake a shot and punch him. So I go fake a shot, get ready to punch. Next thing I know, here comes a fucking head kick.
Oh, shit.
Well, I catch the leg and take him down, but I end up in a triangle choke. And I couldn't fucking breathe, but I circled out of it, blasted this motherfucker right in the nose, and looked at the ref and said, I'm done. They rang the fucking bell. I got the last hit in, so I'm done. They rang the bell. I got the fuck out of there, dude. My buddy was waiting the cage side, handing me a beer.
Handed him a beer,
But dude, I was so fucking hot. So I went outside. This is like in November here in Indiana. It was cold as fuck. And I'm sitting outside in nothing but them fucking MMA shorts and a beer sitting beside me. I still felt like 100 degrees. Finally, I cooled off, went and changed, watched the rest of. Cause I was like the third, fourth fight of the night. There was still a bunch of fights to watch. So we watched all the fights. Hell, we ended up going to a bar. After that, I woke up next day. My neck was purple, my ear was purple. I couldn't hardly turn my head. It was fun, though.
Moral of the story, people, is Indiana MMA has come a long way, and I think Casey Kenny has proved that.
Casey Kenny's representing.
And also, the other moral is don't get drunk and get in the fucking cage.
No.
3 and OT. Let's go. That sounded a little close for my liking.
Sounded like it hit a fucking pole or something too. Did we just catch gunshots live on the stream?
Hell yeah, we did.
From the mean streets of Muncie, Indiana, on a Friday night, we
On
hear
the
about
south side.
we hear about 10 pop, 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 pop. Yes, that you heard right. It was some live gunshots on.
Are we hearing a car drive by?
Yep.
And that was a Kia Soul, wasn't it? Hey, I'm not gonna lie. If we got a, you know what I'm saying?
It sounded like they were driving that way.
That car just kind of sped that way. That was a Kia Soul, and they looked like they had the lights off.
And a car stopped at the corner there. I think it backed up and. See what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
Welcome back to GSR Gonzo'S Sports Room, Wednesday, August 18th, 2021. We've been talking some NFL. We talked about Tebow getting cut by the Jags. And if he would be maybe getting with another team, or if he'd go back to TV. I think he's probably going back to TV. Or, like I said, I also could see him going back to the Jaguars as a coach. I could see Urban Meyer putting him on his staff as some kind of quality control coach or some kind of position to have him there to help him build the culture that he's trying to build. So I can see that happening. Or he's probably going to end up back with ESPN doing college football. Also, this weekend, like I said, Saturday night here in Muncie, Indiana, come check out DCCW Summer Shakedown. Doors open at 6. Wrestling starts at 7. Or bell time at 7, I should say. Sorry, bell time at 7. It's a good organization ran by some good people. Come out and give them some support. We'll be there live Saturday night as well. So you could, if for some reason can't make it, join us on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, Gonzo'S Sports Room, and we'll have coverage for you. All right. Also, this weekend you have a UFC fight night. It's not a real good card, great card. You never know how a card's going to go, but just going by the names. But a fight that's interests me a lot is next, not this Sunday coming up, but next Sunday, August 29th. You have Jake Paul going to take on Tyron Woodley. I'm just not a big Jake Paul fan. I'm not going to say I'm not a Jake Paul fan. I just haven't bought into all the Jake Paul hype yet. I think he's a good boxer. Do I think he's a high level and can compete with like professional boxers? No. Has he fought a pure striker or a pure boxer to where he could prove that he can box at a pro level? Not yet. Tyron Woodley's going to be the best striker he's fought. Tyron Woodley ain't a boxer, but Tyron Woodley's going to be the best pure striker that Woodley's fought so far. He fought an NBA player that was coming in with his head down and not even looking where he was throwing. Then he fought Ben Askren, and I'm a big Ben Askren fan. Ben Askren ain't known for his striking. I don't know why Ben Askren even thought he was going to get there and box. Ben Askren beat people by taking them down, holding them down, and pounding them somewhere they're on the ground. He wasn't known at all for his striking ability on his feet. Yeah, you can't take it away from him. Jake Paul, he's looked good in them fights. I think Woodley's going to be the toughest fight he's had so far, just because I think Woodley's the best striker he's fought. But I'd like to see him fight a boxer. You don't even have to be a top-level boxer yet. Fight a mid-level boxer everybody knows. See how it goes. If it goes good, move up in competition. But I'm not saying jump in against like Floyd Mayweather or somebody like that. Your first time fighting a professional boxer. You don't have to do that, but just fight somebody that's a boxer, not an NBA player, not a wrestler. Now you're fighting an MMA guy that, can strike. I think Woodley's going to knock Paul's head off. I think Woodley is going to have too much power for him. I think Woodley has enough striking that he's going to be able to compete with him. I don't think Jake Paul's going to beat Woodley, but I'm not going to lie. I'm interested in seeing it on it's next Sunday night, which I don't know why they're having that on a Sunday for. I think it's going to be part of Showtime if I remember right. But yeah, I think Woodley. I think Paul's going to get a little bit of a ego check against Woodley. I think Woodley's going to have a little too much power. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'll give the guy his respect. But I just want to see the guy. Like I said, I'm not saying he's terrible. He's a hell of an athlete. Him and his brother were both good wrestlers in high school. I don't have nothing against them. I'm not going to crown him a top level professional boxer or one of the best fighters in the world when he's beat an NBA player and a wrestler. He hasn't even fought a boxer yet. That's my only thing. Fight a boxer, then we can talk about how you rank in the boxing world. Right now, you don't rank in the boxing world because you haven't fought a boxer. Yeah, you've had some fights. I don't even. Are they considered professional fights? Are they sanctioned by a boxing organization? Or, would they count as a professional boxing match? I wouldn't think so, but I'm not sure. Hell, being through Showtime, it might be sanctioned by a boxing organization, and it might count as a pro fight. That'd be something I need to check into because I'm not totally sure on that. The Reds are getting their ass kicked right now by the Cubs, which is terrible because we can't be losing. We lost yesterday to them by 2-1. We can't lose this series to the Cubs when we're trying to stay in the wild card hunt. Down 5-1 in the top of the third. Malley who's been pitching great for the Reds all season, has struggled the first. Now even going in the third inning, right now they have runners on first and third with one out. But yeah, he's struggled the first 3 innings so far. Gets a big strikeout there. Mally's already thrown 65 pitches since the top of the third. He's been about the Reds' best pitcher all season long. He hasn't really had a game where he's struggled like this. Hopefully he gets settled in and the offense can get going. Reds scored 14 runs Monday night to beat the Cubs. And then last night scored 1 run. Got beat 2-1. Only run they scored was off of Castellano's own run. And then today so far it's 5-1. There's still a lot of baseball be played. We just got Mally has to settle down on the mound. We have to get the offense going. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Don't forget we're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. That show is live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Right here on this channel, YouTube channel at Gonzo'S Sports Room. Same thing on Facebook and Twitch. Also, we're live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with GSR Gonzo'S Sports Room, a sports talk show. Come join us for that. Try to have a good time and talk some sports. Also, you can find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo'S Sports Room at Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, about anywhere you get your podcasts. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all at Gonzo'S Sports Room. You can find me on Twitter at Chris Gonzalez, at Gonzalez Sports, or on Facebook at Chris D. Gonzalez. I'm also on Instagram, Chris Gonzalez. Check out our YouTube page. Please hit that like and subscribe, or the subscribe button. Like button even would help too. Hit the bell so you get notifications of when we're going live. Also, we have merch available now. Check out our merch store at streamlabs.com/merch/ streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. You can also find that link in the video description. Also at that link is a donation page if you'd like to donate to the show to help the show grow. We'd appreciate that as well. Go on there, grab you a t-shirt, a hat, a hoodie. We have some new merch coming here real soon. And like I said, don't forget, this Saturday night, August 21st, 7 o'clock p.m., DCCW presents Summer Shakedown. Doors open at 6, bell times at 7. Right here in Muncie, Indiana, live at the Mad Jacks Arena on the corner of Jackson and Madison. You can get general admission tickets for $10, ringside are $15. If you don't live around here or you can't get there, check us out right here on this channel, Gonzo'S Sports Room. We'll be live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with live coverage of DCCW Summer Shakedown. Also, like I said, I want to thank Coon Dog, ladies and man Mike King, and everybody at DCCW for letting us be a part of this. Don't forget, we'll be live tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern, with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Hope everybody has a great Wednesday. Hey, we're getting one day closer to the weekend. Peace.
Look, it's business, ain't personal. Yeah, money straight, so I'm curving them. Whoa, he been tweaking, something irking him. Did them favors, they was not deserving them. Boy, I be thinking a mile a minute. They gotta be kidding. We go to war, I'm the captain, the general, and the lieutenant. Nowhere to run or hide, I don't stop till it's finished. Yeah, I be minding my business, drop more records than Guinness. Gotta be a Guinness World Record. Don't play chess, no checkers. I only play for keeps. Came out the east, boy, I'm a beast. He gotta keep the peace. That thing on him is keeping the peace. I never sleep out in the streets. Gotta stay out there, reach. With the mob, talk that talk, say go peace, yeah.
Feel so big, talking Papa, Sean and Meech. We had some pride, put it aside. Cutting the pie with all the guys, Made mistakes and then I made up my mind. What other side? I gotta grind, I gotta grind. I gotta grind. I gotta grind. All of the time, 24/7, 365.